If you thought celebrity drama was slowing down this week, think again, because Olivia Rodrigo just addressed two of the biggest conversations that have followed her for years: the Taylor Swift rumors and the backlash surrounding her recent fashion choices. But that's only the beginning. Ariana Grande's new music has fans convinced she's sending a direct message to her supporters. Cynthia Erivo is making it very clear she's done talking about Wicked. Love Island is already surrounded by controversy before the season has even premiered, and one contestant has reportedly already lost their spot. Plus, Alex Earle is getting emotional over her ex, JoJo Siwa is celebrating a major relationship milestone, and a surprise pregnancy announcement has left reality TV fans completely stunned. Let's start with Olivia Rodrigo, because she easily had one of the most talked about interviews of the week. As Olivia prepares for the release of her third studio album, she sat down for a major interview where she was asked about everything from her recent breakup to the long-running speculation surrounding her relationship with Taylor Swift. Olivia confirmed that after her breakup, she and longtime collaborator Dan Nigro actually revisited several songs on the album and rewrote parts of them to better reflect what she was feeling. According to Olivia, some of the songs became darker, sadder, and ultimately more honest than their original versions. That revelation alone got fans talking, but the conversation quickly shifted toward Taylor Swift. For years, rumors have circulated that something changed between the two artists after Olivia's breakout success. Fans have pointed to the songwriting credit situation involving Deja Vu, Olivia's sudden silence regarding Taylor after previously being one of her most vocal supporters, and the noticeable shift in how often the two were publicly associated with one another. During the interview, the topic came up repeatedly. Olivia was asked about public speculation surrounding her relationship with Taylor, internet theories, and whether any tension exists between them. Each time, Olivia remained diplomatic. She emphasized that she doesn't spend much time focusing on internet detectives or online speculation, and said she tries not to dwell on situations from years ago. But naturally, her answers sparked even more discussion online. Many fans felt she carefully avoided directly answering whether she and Taylor are currently close. Others argued that she simply doesn't owe anyone an explanation about private relationships. Either way, the fact that the topic was brought up multiple times has reignited a conversation that never seems to fully disappear. And if that wasn't enough, Olivia also addressed another controversy that recently exploded online. After wearing a baby doll-style dress during a performance, some critics accused the look of being inappropriate or infantilizing. Olivia strongly pushed back against those criticisms. She pointed out that she has worn far more revealing outfits on stage without receiving the same reaction, and questioned why a fully covered dress would suddenly become controversial. She argued that the criticism says more about how society chooses to interpret women's clothing than the clothing itself. As expected, her comments immediately sparked debate across social media, with supporters praising her response while critics continued to disagree. Meanwhile, Ariana Grande has fans dissecting every lyric of her newly released single. The first song from her upcoming album has already generated strong reactions. While some listeners praised the emotional tone and vulnerability of the track, others felt it lacked the energy and style they associate with Ariana's earlier music. But what really got people talking was the song's meaning. Many fans became convinced that Ariana was speaking directly to her audience. Over the last few years, she's faced intense public scrutiny regarding her personal life, her relationship with Ethan Slater, discussions surrounding her appearance, and constant commentary online. Some listeners interpreted the song as a reflection on the complicated relationship between celebrity and fandom, suggesting Ariana may be expressing frustration with the expectations and criticism that come with being loved by millions of people. Whether that's the true meaning remains unknown, but the theory has taken on a life of its own online. And speaking of Ariana, her Wicked co-star Cynthia Erivo also found herself making headlines this week. During a recent interview, Cynthia made it very clear that she's ready to move on from discussing Wicked. When the topic came up yet again, she openly admitted that after spending years promoting the project, she's eager to focus on other subjects. The moment quickly spread across social media because fans weren't used to seeing someone from the cast so directly shut down questions about the movie. Some viewers understood her perspective completely, while others found it surprising given how important Wicked has been to her career over the last several years. Now, let's talk about the reality TV drama that somehow managed to start before the show even aired. Love Island's newest season hasn't officially premiered yet, but the internet has already turned the cast announcement into a full-scale investigation. Almost immediately after contestants were revealed, social media users began digging through years of old posts, photos, and videos. One contestant, Kenzie, became the center of attention after old images resurfaced online. Things escalated so quickly that a statement supposedly addressing the controversy began circulating online. Then came the twist. Fans later discovered the account posting the statement wasn't even real. It was reportedly a fake account created by viewers. Suddenly, people weren't just debating old photos, they were debating entirely fabricated responses to those photos. If that sounds chaotic, it gets worse. Another contestant reportedly lost her place on the show after old videos surfaced containing offensive language. According to reports, producers decided to remove her before filming could continue. The season hasn't even begun, and we're already dealing with fake accounts, investigations, public statements, and cast shakeups. If this is the pre-season drama, the actual season could be absolute chaos. Moving on to relationship news. Alex Earle had a moment this week that many followers found surprisingly relatable. After running into her ex, Braxton, at an event, Alex later admitted that seeing him brought up emotions she wasn't expecting. She explained that while the interaction itself was friendly, she found herself spending the rest of the night wondering where he was and thinking about the relationship they once had. Eventually, the emotions caught up with her, and she ended up leaving early. Some fans criticized her for continuing to discuss the relationship publicly, especially amid rumors that Braxton may have moved on. Others praised her honesty and vulnerability, saying her reaction felt very real and human. In much happier relationship news, JoJo Siwa and Chris Hughes just celebrated their one-year anniversary. Considering the controversy that surrounded the beginning of their relationship, many people didn't expect them to make it this far. Yet 1 year later, they're still together, publicly celebrating their relationship and looking stronger than ever. Sometimes the relationships that receive the most skepticism end up lasting longer than anyone predicted. And finally, one of the biggest surprises of the week came from Secret Lives of Mormon wife star Salome Andrea. Fans had spent months speculating that she and her husband were no longer together after noticing his absence from many of her recent posts. That's why followers were completely shocked when she announced that she's expecting another child. The comment section immediately filled with surprised reactions, with many admitting they genuinely believed the couple had separated. Now, fans are even more curious about what role her personal life will play in the upcoming season of the show. So, between Olivia Rodrigo finally addressing years of speculation, Ariana Grande's controversial new release, Cynthia Erivo shutting down Wicked questions, Love Island imploding before episode 1, Alex Earle's emotional confession, JoJo Siwa's relationship milestone, and a surprise pregnancy announcement that nobody saw coming, this week delivered enough celebrity drama for an entire month. But out of all these stories, the biggest question remains. After Olivia's latest interview, do you think there is actually tension between her and Taylor Swift, or has the internet completely blown this situation out of proportion?